So once you have your image transferred and you are happy with where the permanent marker is, you can begin cutting. So remember to cut away from yourself. Make sure you're in control of the cut at all times, so don't dig too deep and be using lots of force. Just scratch the surface and follow the edges of the lines. So here I've worked along the bottom of the eye, and now I'm taking that white patch from inside the eye out, and just follow the lines of the shapes with the cutter. So you can make shallower cuts by keeping the blade flatter against the surface, so that will give you kind of thinner, more delicate lines. And here you can just see I'm skimming over the top just to take little bits of the block away, so when you come to printing, that will give you maybe a bit of shading, a bit of texture. And as you can see, I've still got my image next to the block, so I'm always referencing the original image there. I'm not just looking at where the ink is on the block, I'm looking at where the white parts are on the image. So I could almost be drawing with the cutter. So a good way to work is to do the outlines first, so the edges of the shapes, and then start cutting the insides out once you've done the outside. Because what might happen is, if you're making big cuts to large sections, if you haven't got an edge to that, then you might slip into areas that you don't want to remove the block from. And it's important to take your time. So this video has actually been sped up, so don't think that you need to go too fast. As long as you're in control of the blade, that's the main thing. Okay, and if there's any loose bits, you can just bend the block a little bit or pick them off with your fingers. Like that, just rip them away. On my image, there are areas where the black and the white sections meet, but there's a bit of shading, so a bit of halftone, maybe the black fades out into the white or vice versa. So to get that onto your block, you might want to make take away small little pieces, like small little circles, or do kind of cross-hatching technique, which you can see I've done there on the forehead. So there's ways to have shading in this. Again, there you can see just taking away little chunks, so that when it comes to printing, that'll be the black fading into the white.